Today we're going to be working on a Amana washer machine. This is a newer model. The model number it's on the display. Welcome to DIY Repair Now. Read all the warnings, and during this video you will see one or more of these icons to help you do this repair safe. And the problem that we are having with this model is that it's banging on the washer cabinet. That means it's bouncing and it's like on level, and this is a pretty good sign that it can be the shocks. We're gonna remove the 3 screws that are holding the top panel to be able to access the shocks. We're gonna remove the screws. We're gonna remove the screws on the other side, and we also gonna remove this screw that is holding this piece. That's the part that covers the water level wires. I mean the water level hose and the wires. This is how it lifts up. We're gonna go ahead and tape this door, that way it doesn't open while you're working and the top panel falls on you. Just grab any kind of tape. It can be black tape, electrical tape, anything that secures the door on the frame. Just trying to make sure the tape is glued right on the door and the frame, and you can go ahead and open it up. The way I check this machine, if you see this piece right there, it has a male to female slack there, where when you open it up, it should go right in those cutouts. This is how we're gonna go ahead and replace. We're gonna grab a vice grips to be able to lift it up, and as you can see on the top is cracked. That's a sign that it's been banging, and that's a sign that the shocks are bad. Another way to check this is if you push that agitator down, or the whole drum and top down. If it bounces more than once, that means the shocks needs to be replaced. As you see, I grabbed the shock with the pliers, pull it up. You can do this like that with your fingers, but I cut myself a couple times, so I'm gonna show you later on in this video the safe way to remove all these shocks, because on this washer machines it's a lot of sharp edges, so you need to take all the precautions to do it, because if you do something wrong you can cut yourself very easy. On this case, I've got very tight spot. I'm trying not to remove the water hoses. You make sure you close the water valves, because anything can happen and you don't want water all over the place. But I try to do my jobs easier and as I can. You can either remove the water hose and take the machine out. I'm trying to do this in place. I'm trying to do it quick and right. So, but as I was saying, you need to close the water valve to prevent any water damage. As you see, I already got it off. Put it to the side. Grab the new one and fish it in the same way. As you see, there's a hole where that little piece of round thing will hold it in place until you put the washer back down, and you can do the other part on the top. See, I tried to just move it to the side, try to get to the bottom. You can just remove the whole washer, take it outside, and just do it outside. But I'm trying to be quick here to keep going with my day. I'm trying to show you guys here where how this top panel lift up, and it has a male to female adapter there, and as you see right there, you have to pull it towards you and then lift up and then go back and then lift up again. It's a little complicated. You just have to wiggle it until it comes right out. As you see, you move it forward, lift it up, and then back, and to the top comes off. Sometimes it comes off very easy, sometimes you have to play with it, because as you see right there, it's a tap right there, and then the other side it's another tap. So you have to release it from that tap, put it forward, then back, and then forward again, and then up again. I'm trying to assimilate the way you have to do it with my hands, but you will get the idea after you start taking things apart. I was very concerned doing this video because when I first started doing this repair, I cut myself a couple times because of the sharp edges. Look in the video how I put this part of the shocks. It's a way to do it. You just don't just sit it in there. You see how it's cracked? That means the shocks needs to be replaced. Now grab the vice grips, raise it up, sit it in place the way I'm doing it on the picture on the video, and release the vice grips and go ahead and move to the next one. You will do the same procedure. Four times. As you see, there's these sharp edges. You remove the old piece, it comes down, and you will see when you release the vice grips, you can cut yourself easy on the sharp edges. So if you don't have any kind of training doing this repair, I would suggest for you to contact a professional because of the sharp edges on the washer cabinets. Even this part, when I try to remove with my hands, that round piece is very sharp, and one time I cut my finger really bad doing that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the second one. Try to get on the back of the washer to remove the old one and to be able to install the new one. I'm gonna go ahead and put this panel down, trying to get to the back of the washer, and I'm gonna go ahead and tilt it forward to be able to have access on the back side of the washer. Try to be careful with the water hose and with the water drain. As I was saying, if you have the space, just, go ahead and disconnect the cold water and the hot water, or turn them off to be on the safe side. In this point, I will not be able to get the bottom the way I wanted to, but I will do the best I can. As you see, there's the old, and I'm putting the brand new one. Now I got the old one out and the new one in place. Try to put the machine and center it out. That way I can release the door on the top. Rest the top panel on the that piece of wood. You can always rest the top panel like in the wall, or put a piece of chain on it. I'm putting the brand new cap on it, and I'm installing the top piece of the shocks. And always use the vice grips, because if you're trying to do it with your hand, it can get tired. As I was saying, it can be sharp edges. This piece was broke from manufacturing. It came broke on the box, or probably got broke on the way or something. So on one of those shocks, I'm gonna have to reuse the old piece. It won't make any difference. I'd rather not to do that sometimes, but you see how that one went in. If you try to do this repair by yourself, you need to focus in that part of the video, how the brown piece gets in place, because it got her own way to be sitting in place. It's not, you don't just snap it in place like the old ones. That one, it has the own way to go. Like the old ones, it would just come right out, but the new ones, it's a little different. If you're concerned about that part, just pause the video and do it right. See, that's how it comes out. But the brand new shocks brings all these parts on the box. So I'm gonna show you guys, this is the safest way to remove it. Just bend those pieces one by one until it comes right out, because if you force it out, you can cut your finger around that circle because it has sharp edges. Now we're gonna go ahead and start doing the front shocks. Put this piece of cloth to be able to lay down. You see, try to get that piece of plastic out of the circle, and it will come right out. We're gonna go ahead and install the new one, and that same piece of plastic will hold it in place until we reach the top and install the other two pieces. Now we install that piece of cup plastic. And as I was saying, guys, I'm gonna have to reuse one of this um, top piece from the old shocks because the new one was broken. Now we on the last one. Again, try to do it with the screwdriver. That is my suggestion. You do it with your hand. You can cut your finger because of the sharp edges. I know I'm repeating myself with the sharp edges because I'm telling you guys, you can cut yourself very easy with this washing machine because of that. Go ahead and put the top panel down to be able to tilt it and go ahead and install the last shock. That's the old one. And this is the new one. Put it back down, lift the top cover, and install that piece of a cup. And go ahead and install the last piece as you see on the video. That is the piece that was broken, and I had to reuse one of the old ones. No big deal. At this point, we're pretty much done. Remove the piece of a tape. Make sure you install the top panel the right way. Just go forward, back, forward, and that will sit right in place. And go ahead and install the 3 screws on the back. We are doing the other screw, and then we are doing the, make sure the 2 screws. I put the wrong screw there, no big deal. They're a little different, the one that holds the frame and the one that holds the piece of cover. Put that one in place. and go ahead and install the last screw. And that's it for this. Alright guys, if this video helped you in any way, you can show us appreciation by giving us a tip using the following options that you see on the screen. If you cannot provide with a tip, is another way to support this channel by just dropping off a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the bell to receive notifications. Thanks for watching.